A boy who's been hungry for 8 days just barely fits a handful of roasted rice in the carriage. As a result, he turned around and was killed. And rocks fly away. But 20 meters. The villagers next door saw this. I only know anger. Without daring to say anything, the mother ran to get the boy up, but held back by 2 powerful soldiers. The officer shouted for the boy to put the roasted rice back. But the boy didn't just put it down, but also scolded the officer as a robber, that this roasted rice was originally theirs. Listen to these words of the boy. The brave villagers also stepped forward one by one. They each picked up a handful of rice in front of the officer. Claim its sovereignty. I can't believe this completely infuriated the officer. Jackson picked up the boy with one hand and threw you into the flames of aggression. The villagers were also killed by him. Then hang up and wait for the hero of Reddy Village. Ride the horse back. The tragedy could not be saved. I saw the boy burn black, still holding the roasted rice in his hand. He was so angry that he couldn't stop shaking. This man is not simple. Just put your hands on the ground. The ground also has to coordinate and vibrate. His name is Reddy. He was born without signs of life. Even when people are grieving, and suddenly there's lightning, Reddy just woke up to the thunder. This is also predetermined. Your life will not be normal. Since I was a child, I have seen destruction. The courage of the colonists. I saw them hanging innocent people from trees. It was a cruel sight Reddy saw. They must be driven out of their land. So he started practicing martial arts day and night. Whether it's hitting a target from a distance, or combat skills, you're 10 times stronger, compared to people of the same age. Finally, it is said that the South China Sea has the most spiritual energy. I don't even mind. Across thousands of miles of the Pacific to the South China Sea, at the 5,000-meter deep palace at the bottom of the sea. You practice holding your breath underwater. Such a practice alone has lasted 15. But what I didn't expect was when I got back, I saw this tragic scene again. Reddy immediately stood up, declared to the villagers that it's going to help them get their food back. I swore before the boy was robbed. Black Bottle and the dead people. Even if Jackson goes into the rat hole, I'll take him out and cut off his head to avenge them. Jackson is sitting in the sun right now. Suddenly I felt a blast of gas coming. I saw a warhorse, suddenly out of the forest. The one who came to no one else was Reddy. A soldier wants to stop him, as a result of Reddy grabbing the spear. Threw the one that fixed him on the trunk. Then he drew the sword behind Ra. By the way, take down one more. This is a bunch of stupid soldiers who want to go up and die. Freddy pulls a quick break. And then stop the advantage upside down, and land firmly. He slowly pulled out his sword behind Ra, stopping the blow. Take down a soldier. Then turn the pair of swords into scissors. Dress one back, another fell down. Because the next scene is so cool, the editor's IQ didn't keep up. You can watch an original passage. After a series of cool operations, Jackson is now alone. Look expressive. His face is like a cake. He obviously doesn't see Reddy Ra. He holds a sword in one hand. He wanted to use a sword he was proud of, to teach Reddy a lesson. The results have not gone around. He was pierced through the stomach with a sword. He did not dare to take another hand, started fighting Reddy with both hands. Freddy directly flung his sword 20 meters away. A kick between Jackson's chest. In case you want Tabo, Freddy didn't want to bully him. He slowly put his sword down and glided sideways. Then the left hand threw a powerful punch. Then I hugged Jackson. He used a reverse blow to make him lie flat. I feel I can't beat the enemy. Jackson suddenly turned on the skill of running like a dog. Stand up 3 feet 4 legs running. Reddy also chased behind endlessly. Jackson jumped into the river to escape. I can't believe that underwater is Reddy's forte. One hand strangled him. Take out the sword behind you. A sword decidedly decapitated Jackson's head. The crowd watched this scene. Everyone was celebrating the victory. But only Reddy knows it in his heart. This is not the final victory. It's just the beginning of war. Because Jason had a father who was governor. His name is Corbin. When he saw his son's head, he panicked. I accidentally threw my head in the sky. The result was a wild dog next to him. Let go when. Karen was furious when he reacted. He immediately organized 3,000 suicide bombers. Want to go massacre Reddy's village? I can't believe Reddy was prepared. He organized the villagers to make a large number of bows and arrows and fences. He took off all the wheels of the carriage. It will have a big effect later. Then he taught himself. Villagers practice archery, then pour the root liquid. The fire boiled into the hay in the trenches. Protect the citadel. Very quickly, the British took advantage of the darkness to surround the city. The lead officer didn't say 2 words. Directly order your subordinates to fire. To bombard their ramparts. In the face of heavy artillery fire. The villagers have never been in a war. To throw the weapon down. Scared to run away. Reddy knew that. I want to win this battle. We must make them win. Fear as soon as the officer. I thought I might not be able to beat myself up. The gate suddenly opened. A big man slowly walked out. Is Reddy. A soldier even taunted him, saying that. There's only one fat guy like you. They don't deserve to lick our shoes. The next second he was shot through the tongue by Reddy. The torch in his hand also fits. Fall into the barrel of shells. Cause a big explosion. Reddy was screaming at the villagers right now. Our enemies are not to be feared. They also have a head on their shoulders. If you give up resistance, the only ones who suffer, it's your mother and your children. The only way to protect your family is now. Come with me and destroy them all. The villagers heard these words as if they were playing drugs. Who is it? They all picked up their weapons and fought hard against the British. The men in front were shot dead by countless arrows. Heavy casualties. That's what the officer saw. Immediately dispatch a long-range assault rifle. They split up into 2 teams, going forward in waves. Cover for the engineering team in front of the barricade. Result: just built the ladder. Reddy fired a rocket, burning hay in the surrounding trenches. Immediately the fire broke out everywhere. The soldiers could not escape. Buried in the sea of fire. Quick, flame, LANY, encircling the entire citadel. Right now, the army fired a shell at the barricade. It fits right into the body of the suspension bridge. The agency is destroyed. The suspension bridge immediately opened the gates to your army. On the orders of the officer, countless cavalry came to attack the city. Ready, he hurriedly ordered everyone to bring the chariot wheels, prepared raw to fend off. They're all lit and thrown under the city. Immediately countless wheels of fire rushed in. The cavalry burned them. It's embarrassing, people everywhere. However, the number of troops is too large. Their infantry finally broke in. I can't believe I just fell into the trap. Red go layout. They're all divided, cut into groups by fences from the sky. I can't even react in the morning. The arrows flew out of the darkness. Shoot each one. An officer saw that. Immediately dispatched 2 barrels of artillery. Finally, in the carriage. Let the carriage in to destroy the fence. But when they're done destroying the fence and breaking in, there is no shadow of a soldier. Only Reddy came forward in anger to take his life. The frightened commander shouted hastily, leading Theo. The rest of the soldiers fled. Result: not long after they had run, they were reinforced. Reddy just came to stop it. They all died under the axe. After this one battle, Reddy's flag quickly spread across India. And then more and more people joined the fifth row, against the British occupation. On the other side, Crooklyn saw that there was a lot of water in the sky. Glad to think the team. Suicide carried Reddy's head back to me, but when he unrolled the cloth from the car, it's the bodies of 3,000 of his own suicide soldiers. This made Corbin very angry. But there's nothing we can do, because he personally led his troops to sweep them away several times. It always ends in 7 defeats. Finally, an Indian translator made a plan for him to buy Reddy's 10 most powerful killers and use counterintelligence. He secretly poured the medicine into the holy water that Reddy used to sacrifice. Reddy finished drinking very quickly and lost his fighting strength. Captured by your soldiers in the British court. So that the ceiling also rebelled and escalated. They asked Reddy, apologize to the British for the rebellion. There, but Reddy said, sorry, this is completely unacceptable. You must leave my country immediately. The judge was angry. Immediately hammer in place, sentenced Reddy to death by hanging. The next day Reddy was put on an iron chain, weighing 400 pounds tight, and put on the execution platform. Countless people gathered to say goodbye to Reddy. They don't want to lose this hero, but powerless to resist. They can only bow and pray for you. Let's all raise our heads. Dry your tears and look at me and puff up your chest proudly. Death is not a terrible thing. The terrible thing is the fear in your heart. Today is not the day of death, it's the day of my rebirth. There will be thousands of us in the future. Lead you to drive out the foreigners. Out of the country, we get rid of all the foreigners. Get rid of all the foreigners. Roar. This anger has turned into a hurricane, blowing out the governor's hat. Public opinion can't be controlled. The governor immediately shouted, order your subordinates to open the agency, hanging Reddy in the air. Right now, Reddy. I suddenly remembered the breath-holding trick I had practiced. Underwater hanging basically can't kill you. I suddenly opened my eyes. Use an upside-down shot, get out the back and land steady. Then he jumped up and borrowed the soldier's sword. Cut the rope and grab it. One day, he went to sell salt. Then Daddy's fighting like never before. A straight line that cut down all the soldiers, stopped the way with a knife. I was about to walk in front of the governor. He was suddenly attacked by a soldier, accustomed to unnoticeable attacks from behind. A blow to the head. Fortunately, his death was not in vain. The headless body killed the soldier. He attacked me and the governor and stopped. Although Reddy, he eventually suffered a tragic death. But the indomitable spirit, your work will always inspire future generations, fighting for freedom. Until the invaders were driven completely from their land. Here's the whole movie. Lord Narasimha's rebellion is ready. After seeing what you feel, please leave a comment below and let us know. Thank you for watching all 6. Hello and see you later.